Hey guys, Brad here with Custom Offsets. We got an episode of Lifts and Levels. This one's going to be a ProRYDE 2 to 3 inch leveling kit, a torsion bar level on this 2016 Silverado 3500HD dually. So some of you may not be so familiar with how exactly torsion bars work, but a lot of people know the term torsion bar, torsion key, cranking your keys, blah blah blah. And I guess I should probably explain to you how they work. So this is what you would call your torsion key. As you can see, it has a keyed slot, which the torsion bar will fit into. So the torsion bar will slide into there, and it sits in the truck basically like this. And then you have these pieces, which, I don't know, people have lots of different terms for them. I call them half moons, adjusters, whatever you want to call them. They'll fit in the truck like this. As you can see, it's the same shape as the end of the key here. And these are fixed in the truck here. And then your adjuster bolt is threads into the moon or adjuster. And when you tighten the bolt, as you can see, it pushes the bolt through. So if you imagine this in your truck here, this will be in your truck, the adjuster is here. You're turning the bolt up on your adjuster, which is in turn is going to be pushing your key up, which is then twisting your torsion bar, which the other end, that end, will be in your lower control arms. And if you're twisting it this way, it's going to be twisting your lower control arm or pushing your lower control arm down, forcing the suspension up and lifting the truck. We're going to be doing this leveling kit on the ground because, well, it's a huge truck. And long trucks aren't always the safest on two-post lifts, especially the smaller lifts that we have. So we're just going to be doing this one on the ground because it should go pretty easy anyway because the truck's pretty damn new. And also lets people know that you can do this stuff at home. So basically what you'll see here is the tool. There's a little indent in the key itself where the clamp will fit into there, so it kind of holds itself centered. And then what you're going to want to do is basically you're just going to want to tighten this clamp up, and that will push the key off of the half moon here so then you can get that out of here. So we're going to go ahead and do that next. And when you tighten that up enough, see, then you take the tension off of the half moon here so you can get this out. And then since that's out, when you loosen this, then the torsion bar the key will be free. So then we're just going to back the clamp off. And I could probably just pull this one out. Yep. One key for you. One key for you. All right, so yeah, here's the new keys. Basically, it's a reverse process. How you got them out. Kind of hold them up in there. Start to pull your bar through. And you'll see when you pull the bar through, it'll want to line up on that end first, so it'll clock itself to the control arm side. And then what you're going to want to do is basically clock the. You'll be able to know. Sometimes people ask, how do I clock the key? Because you can clock it however you want, really, but it really will only go in one way. And you'll see when the bar comes through, the key can pretty much either go like this, or you can go like that, and that's not going to work because you'll probably end up snapping the bars if you try and load them like that. So you're going to want to go right here, basically, how it lines up, and then you just pull the bar through. The bar doesn't necessarily have to go all the way through the key if you're fighting with a stubborn torsion bar. I think ProRYDE says it has to be a minimum of like a ½ inch into the key, the bar does. But in this case, we don't really have to fight much here, so I'm going to put them in as far as they can go. And then you can see the key here is loose. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our clamp back on it, tension or load back up the bar, so then we can slide in the half moon. And then once the half moon's in, you just put the adjuster bolt in. Simple. Just went ahead and put a little anti-seize on these adjuster bolts here so they always stay free and they don't rust in place. So then what I always like to do is I run these bolts in by hand until you'll feel them contact the key, right? So then they're at basically, like, I guess you call it zero lash or whatever you want to call it. Run it up until they hit the bolts, and then that's when you're gonna start adjusting from there. I always start with, like, I don't know, it's hard to say, it depends on the adjuster bolt. What I'll probably do is, just based on some of the other ones I have done, I kind of remember how many turns I've had to do it. So I'll start with 10 turns on each one, so 10 full turns. Then when we'll put the truck down and see if it's level or how it sits, and adjust from there. The more turns you turn it, the higher the front end will sit. But you're also increasing your spring rate, so the rougher it will ride, so just always remember that. All right guys, so we just finished up the ProRYDE leveling kit on this 3500 dually here, and you guys saw how I did it. So now we just want to show you the finished product of it on the truck, and you can see it really brings the front end up. Pretty even with the back. I think the back's still slightly higher. I could go up more in the front, but what happens is you don't want to go up too high, or otherwise your upper control arms will lay on these droop stops here. So I like to leave space between them. But that's pretty much, you know, you saw it's a pretty simple install as long as the torsion keys come out okay. The only issues we ran into is Mario getting in the way on the ground, and that's about it. But yeah, with the leveling kit, then these are 20 by 8¼ inch wheels, and we're able to fit a 33 on here, and we put a 2-inch spacer on the front, and we just barely had to trim a little on the plastic here, and that's about it. And it fits those 33s no problem. And that's about it. I gotta go order pizza. Make sure to check out Lift It Live with me, your favorite coworker, no, your favorite movie star, no, your favorite custom offsets person. That's me, Brad. Make sure to check it out on Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Central Time, right here, live.